Hello everybody, welcome back. We are going into tutorial number 11 of the 25 days of Christmas Pass with Pat McGrath with the Celestial Nirvana. Tutorial number 11, the last look I did, very colorful, very avant-garde, very John Galliano. But I figured today we will do something a little bit more tame and cool and neutral. Something for an everyday kind of look. But without further ado, let me get my eyes prep and we'll jump right into this tutorial. Eyes are prepped with the Pro Filt'r eyeshadow primer. So I figured we go in first with Desert Divinity for the crease. Just because I need something for the crease, and we will continue. Here we are, tutorial number 11. I am very proud of myself that I've gotten this far, because typically I start doing palette focuses pretty excited, yada yada, and then I just stop. But this is actually, there's just so much depth and color to dive into with this one, so I am loving it so far. But Desert Divinity is definitely gonna be more of our crease. Like I said, I want to do something more neutral and tame with this one, so we will see what I get into. Next, I'm gonna dive into Guilty Opulence, and I'm gonna put that more on the outskirts. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Gigabyte a little bit. Ooh, this with Gigabyte, maybe, but we shall see. And that is what we are going to do. I'm really starting to love a lot of these chartreuse, these antique golds from Pat McGrath, because it's just... Sorry, I have my allergies kicking in and I'm trying to get this done so my nose doesn't start dripping on everything. But yes, there's a lot of golds within this brand, even Natasha Denona. But there are a variety of golds, which is quite beautiful and opulent. Now next, let's go into Cosmic Champagne with the finger. And just bring that over to Guilty Opulence. See how that will flow. Ooh. Maybe I should put this one down first and then Guilty Opulence on top. Whatever's left over, we will use this as the brow bone highlight. This Guilty Opulence is definitely more of a warmer tone, which I am digging. But let's dive back into that and just begin to marry the two. Why not? Oof. Oof, child. This is definitely striking. I'm loving this. This is where we are at. Now with Altered State, we are going to dive in with a liner brush and we are going to create our wing. Because this is going to be our drama moment. Ooh, just create that wing and we are going to blend it out. This Altered State, oh, it's just so iconic ingenuity, whatever. I do love the tealness, I guess you could say, to Altered State. But it just has some brassiness to it as well, which is gorgeous. Oh, I wonder this wet? I wonder how intense that will be actually. Going in with, do I want to go with a prayer? I'm gonna go with a fluffy brush first. Tap off the excess and just begin to put that in the corner, just to blend it up into the crease a little bit, add a little definition, the drama, gorgeous. and we will see where we are at before we get into the full face. This is where we are at. Love this look. Gorgeous. The rest of my face is going to be a continuation of the this and 8 warm and the beautiful skin radiant concealer 8.5 warm. Yes, 8.5 medium. But tutorial number 11, something a little bit more tame this time. But let me go and do the rest of my face and we will see the final look. Loving this. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It is one thing to create a colorful palette and just to get it out there for the public, but it is also another thing to create a colorful palette and make sure everything works together. And I truly admire that about this palette because it is very beautiful. There's a lot of color story to go on. There's a lot of different types of looks you can really go into, but I do love the fact that everything really goes in hand with each other. Like this Celestial, what is it? Desert Divinity with the Altered State. If you blend those two together, it creates a beautiful amount of depth into the crease. Love it a lot. But I'm gonna do the rest of my face and you guys will see the final look. Here we are, tutorial number 11, the final look. Gorge. I am having a really good skin day and this makeup is flawless. 11 tutorials, December 11th. Happy holidays. We have gotten to this far and I hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial. 14 more to come for the 25 days of Christmas Past featuring Pat McGrath, Celestial Nirvana. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Plenty more to come. So let's dive into the products. Loving this combination. The cool tone champagne into that yellow, gorgeous. That gold, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Wow. Okay, so color corrector. I went with the Guerlain Precise Light and Precious Light in 02. On top of that, Charlotte Tilbury's Vanish 2. Also, concealer is 8.5 medium from Char. Under eye setting is actually the Guerlain. And I dusted a little bit all over the face as well. The Meteorites in 03 medium. Like I said, you could kind of use these two for me, or you could use that and that, whatever you want. You can use them all together. I love the self-adjusting that you could do with that as a compact, which is nice. Foundation 8.5, 8 warm. It is so weird, like in person it's really yellow, but on camera it looks beautiful. Bronzer is Airbrush Flawless Bronzer in 310. Yes. No highlighter. Blush is the Skin Fetish Divine Blush Duo in Venusian Sunrise. I love this warmth it gives, especially with this look. Beautiful. Brows are still Benefit. Lips is Opulence Gloss by Pat McGrath and Pale Fire Nectar. And setting spray is our setting is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte. Now, tutorial number 11. Re-loving this palette, rediscovering everything. And this is actually with one pump. Typically, I do 2 pumps. But, like I said, my skin is doing really good today. So, I only was able to do 1 pump and I got away with it. You know, I'm not going to complain about it. But for the most part, I am so happy that I decided to dive back into this. And I'm trying to rush this because my nose is about to drip. I don't want to mess up the makeup before I take the pictures. But anyways, 11 tutorials. We have gotten this far. This Desert Divinity, I'm thinking of using that as a smoky moment, maybe. Because it really packs a punch, that is for sure. Yeah. That is alles. Ich have to say. Anyways, I will see you guys next tutorial.